All right, ladies and gents,
I'm back.
it's Friday.
You know what that means.
Time for the best sports podcast around. Time to kick back on a Friday and make a bag.
Absolutely. We finally made it. The long week is behind us now. We can kick the weekend off in the best way possible and enjoy some well-deserved time off.
Absolutely, and no better way to spend your weekend or a Friday night than kicking back with the Travis and Jon Show.
Absolutely. You guys know what we love to do over here. We like to talk sports, we like to bet sports, make money, and just enjoy our start to our beautiful weekend ahead.
Absolutely, no better place to do it.
Absolutely. We got another wonderful slate planned ahead for you guys. We got all three major sports currently. We do know MLB obviously is in a very dead state at the moment as we're in the off season. No big news or anything has been announced yet. So we'll talk a little bit about that, but ahead of us we still also have some NBA talk and our usual NFL talk as we're gearing up for the playoff push.
Absolutely.
So I guess we can start things off as we normally do. Talk a little bit of MLB before we move on. It's going to be a little repetitive as what it was last week. There's just, like I said, not a lot of things going on at the moment to really talk about. No breaking news or anything yet. But as Reds fans, we all got our eyes set on the prize right now.
Absolutely. There was one guy that was recently in town to make things even more on our mind. He discussed being here. We discussed him. I mean, let's clear the air while we're here, elephant in the room. Kyle Schwarber. We've been harping it already for a couple of weeks now. I'm going to continue. I mean, we've said going to continue harping it until we get the notification and until we hear that he's repping Cincinnati Red.
Facts.
But he was in Middletown this weekend. They asked him a few things about Cincinnati. They asked Cincinnati, I believe, like some people within Cincinnati, about the whole situation. So,
absolutely.
Obviously, the anxiety is running high, especially after his word coming from his mouth saying that him and his family love Middletown and they see themselves there a lot here in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is probably the spot where he spends most of, if not all of his offseason. But this is a guy that just had a career year, and that's saying something for a guy like Kyle Schwarber. Just hit almost 60 home runs, was the MVP without a Shohei Ohtani appearance. And this is a guy that's going to be very well touted and very wanted during this free agency period. But being obviously his hometown in the Ohio area, wanting to come back home and play some of his final years. Obviously, this guy's still got a lot of baseball left in him, but he isn't, the young guy he once was anymore. Still tremendous either way. But this is the guy that a lot of teams are going to reach out to. There's going to be a lot of negotiations. So the Reds have to get on the ball. I mean, we have, like I said, the hometown advantage. This is the spot where he wants to be. But obviously, the biggest part of playing somewhere is making money.
Absolutely. And we as Reds fans know that the financial part is the most stressful and worrying part about this whole thing. Or we wouldn't be in this situation. We'd be a lot more comfortable about the whole thing.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, we've talked about it. And this kind of park could be huge for someone like Kyle Schwarber. Hitter-friendly park. I mean, we know last year could have been a career year. It was huge. Almost an MVP, like you said, without Shohei Ohtani. So, can he repeat it? Maybe not with his age, but coming to this park could help things. And, I mean, to add that power bat along with the roster we have, with some of the pieces like McLean, the Lux now, and Brian Hayes, and obviously no other than Ellie De La Cruz to pair with someone like that.
Right. I mean, regardless, no matter what this man comes over, he's going to hit more than 28, 29 home runs. He's going to be the by far favorite to lead our team in home runs, whether it's 40, whether it's 50. He's going to hit at least 30. I mean, it's Kyle Schwarber. We all know this. And it would just be such a tremendous addition. On the bright side of things, I guess, and if you want to look at the glass half full and not half empty, it's been a while since the Reds have spent big money on anybody. We got the funds. I would hope we got the funds to do so, considering most of our roster is very low paid compared to some of these other guys in the league. So I feel like we have the money to go out and offer it. It's just whether they want to do it or not.
Absolutely. No other rumors for the Reds other than Kyle Schwarber right now. All of MLB Network themselves saying they expect the Reds to make a move.
Right.
There's no better time. And obviously, Joey Votto himself was basically homegrown. But Ellie's got some time. He's got a lot of tangibles. He's a freak athlete. We talked about it. Hitting power is still waiting. So to add someone that's still a hometown hero to the Reds, we got to spend that money.
Yeah, 100%. And there's really no better time than now. I'm not saying that we're one piece away. I hope we're one piece away, but I'm not going to say that 100%. But I'm just saying, with all the young talent that we have right now and all the progression we're going to make through the offseason, adding a vet like Kyle Schwarber would be perfect for some of these young guys. We really don't have that older veteran presence that's been there and done that. I mean, this guy has a World Series under his belt. He's played in multiple playoff appearances. He's been to the big stage. He's done it all. And this is a guy that still has a lot, like you said, a lot of baseball left in the tank. So why not bring him out?
Absolutely. I mean, and we saw as highly touted as Mr. Terry Francona was to be in GM of the Year voting.
Yeah.
That obviously says something. We got our first playoff appearance in years now. The time is now.
Yeah, 100%. We've still yet to win a playoff game in a very long time.
Obviously, unfortunate seeding of the last season, but
losing
when the pay difference is also that big, the game difference can be that big.
I mean, maybe they'll take some notes from that. You've seen a team like the Dodgers be the most paid team in the league. Obviously, LA's got a lot of money to spend. I know we're not LA, we're Cincinnati, Ohio, but still, I mean, you see what spending money does for a team. And if we can spend on one guy and let these other young guys continue to progress and come up without having to pay them just yet, it'd be the perfect situation.
Absolutely. The common sense factor for these GMs and owners should be, hey, you spend a little bit of money, you make a lot more money.
Yeah.
You win playoff games, that's more money. You win, or you sell more tickets, you get fans excited, especially in Cincinnati.
Right.
We're going to have a packed opening day. We have Kyle Schwarber on roster.
Oh, 100%. I mean, Kyle Schwarber would be everything for this team and this fan base and would give us all a little bit of hope finally.
I've seen the tweets about people buying tickets and jerseys already in Cincinnati. When that news comes out, so I'll have my name in queue with everybody else. I'm ready for them ticket prices to jump, but
I mean, as much as I
expect us there opening day.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I love guys like Elly De La Cruz and Hunter Green and all these young guys, I mean, Kyle Schwarber would wholeheartedly easily be the number one jersey seller. He would be the reason we sell out stadiums. I mean, he would just.
And then to add someone like that with our young pieces of Hunter Green, Elly De La Cruz,
right,
Rat Lauder, Chase Burns.
Yeah, right. I mean, the pitching rotation, which was obviously a big struggle the last couple of years, it's finally seemed like it's solidified in some way. We have a lot of pieces that we can rely on now. So we really just got to get, like you said, that power.
You mix in Sal Stewart and Kyle Schwarber, Elly De La Cruz.
Finally, we can let Elly hit leadoff, hit right in front of Schwarber at 2 or 3, followed behind some of these other guys. I mean, the rotation would be absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, absolutely.
1,000%. I know we talk a lot about Kyle Schwarber, though. As much as a piece he is, there's a lot of pieces in free agency this year. There's been a lot of guys that have denied some qualifying offers and have claimed free agency. Guys like Kyle Tucker. I've seen Adolis Garcia's contract got non-tendered today. He will officially be a free agent. And just a lot of other big pieces. This is one of the bigger free agency classes we've seen in a while. So there's potential for a lot of things to be shaken up.
Absolutely. We can see a lot of moves. My biggest hope is obviously that some eyes get drawn away from Kyle Schwarber. And,
Right.
Regardless of what our financial offer may be, that it's more enticing compared to others when you have 3 offers.
I really feel like Kyle Schwarber's future is in the Reds' hands. I feel like if we go out and we can give this guy, maybe we're not going to pay him the most of any team, but like I said, we have that advantage of being the hometown, and if we can go out and just give him
players
offer,
take pay cuts like that all the time for where they want to be.
Right.
And the biggest issue I'm worrying about is, do they know a Kyle Schwarber value when they haven't spent that kind of money in so long?
Right. Like I said, I know we talked a lot about Kyle Schwarber. I just want to give a quick shout out to some of these other top guys that could be potentially, maybe not Reds, but going other places. I mentioned Kyle Tucker. Pete Alonso's a free agent this year. Polar Bear, big dog out of New York. He's obviously always going to draw a lot of attention for being the power hitter that he is. A guy fresh off of a World Series appearance in Bo Bichette, Cody Bellinger, Alex Bregman. We have a couple of these Japanese guys coming over that are very highly touted. The big hitter, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't really know this pronunciation, but I believe it's like Yunetaka Murakami, somewhere around there. He was like a Japanese MVP. He's been highly touted.
Absolutely, I've seen that. I don't know if I've heard his name pronounced in so long to actually get it as perfect as it is, but
right. Eugenio Suarez is a free agent. Another guy from Japan, Kasuma Okamoto, is coming over. Jorge Polanco, who had a really big year last year. along with a lot of other names that, just like I say, can shake up a lot of things in the MLB next year.
Absolutely. We're here for it.
1,000%. Outside of free agency, though, there's really not much to talk about. Like I said last week, unfortunately, we don't have a draft process in the offseason, considering that's a mid-season thing, which will forever be a little weird to me. I never really understood that. But, hey, who am I? But, yeah, like I said, outside of that, just not a whole lot to talk about. We will obviously keep you guys updated as breaking news comes out. And once again, as we mentioned last week, if Kyle Schwarber signs with the Reds, you guys will 1,000% know.
Absolutely.
From us.
Stay tuned to Facebook for any breaking news. I'm sure you'll get the live notification when Kyle Schwarber signs.
Yeah, 1,000%. We'll be the first ones to have that out, I promise you.
Yeah, maybe us screaming into the live for 3 minutes, but you'll get it.
Yeah, and we'll post our Kyle Schwarber jersey order.
We'll just have our text roll across the screen that said Kyle Schwarber is a Red as we're screaming for 3 minutes straight. Oh, I almost forgot. I forgot this. I go to the gas station, obviously. This one is my hometown, and it annoyed me all baseball season, and I forget all postseason about this ad because I haven't gone there in so long. I go back to it, start getting gas, and it's been the same ad all year, and it's from the first 2 weeks of baseball, and it's talking about the two hottest teams in baseball, the New York Mets and the Toronto Blue Jays.
This was from when?
It was like the first 2 weeks of baseball.
Wow.
It repeated all year. It annoyed me all season. I forgot about it all postseason because I stopped going there so long. I went the other day and I was like, this thing's still playing. But I was like, crazy to pull a Blue Jays prediction in week 2.
Right. The Mets, unfortunately, weren't obviously very...
Their drop-off was one of the most unexpected things of the season. But that's what the MLB season's all about.
Yeah.
Storyline.
I mean, obviously the Mets were one of those teams that spent a lot of money and couldn't really put it all together, which hopefully the Reds don't look at that and let that be the deciding factor. Money. But hey, I mean, it happens sometimes. You can't always spend the big bucks and get the results you want, but most of the time, as we've seen in LA, it tends to work out for you.
Absolutely.
All right, I guess we can slide things over to a little bit of football before we move on from there. We can we'll save the NBA here for just a little bit. We got some football we can talk about just to keep the ball rolling. So we'll slide things over, quick transition over. We usually start things off with Thursday Night Football, which is, I guess, where we'll start things off here tonight as well.
Bills and Texans.
Yeah, I got a Bills and Texans game. Davis Mills was the starting quarterback for the third week in a row, and C.J. Stroud.
7-3 Buffalo Bills and 5-5 Texans coming into this game.
Absolutely.
As you said, Davis Mills starting for the Texans as C.J. Stroud still out with his concussion situation.
Yeah. And as much as I love C.J. Stroud, I think there's some things to talk about.
Davis Mills has looked really comfortable back there.
Yeah. And this is a guy that they had a lot of trust in. We know Davis Mills obviously was the starting quarterback for a while before the drafting of C.J. Stroud. I believe started almost 2 seasons in a row for these guys. Obviously very familiar with the offense and the players around it. And it's showing why D'Amico Ryan's trusted him to be the backup this year. He has fit in his role very well and has commanded the offense in a way we were hoping C.J. Stroud would.
Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like we got to kind of get the cat out of the bag to get to my next point. Fraud check,
yeah,
in a sense, for the Buffalo Bills, as now Davis Mills is 3-0 as the starting quarterback for the Texans.
Yeah.
Furthering your point with the C.J. Stroud not looking as well as Davis Mills has, which is something we never thought we'd say. But I think we have a fraud check alert.
Yeah.
But this is one of the most confusing seasons I think we've ever seen. Because as I sent to you earlier and we were discussing, this is a player that obviously last season, MVP, highly touted quarterback for the last 4 or 5 seasons. And then this season, you go on to beat Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. Who was the third?
Baker
Mayfield, yeah.
Who was at the time was the top 2 voting in MVP
for this highly touted matchup. Yeah. Pretty sure that was our matchup of the week beforehand.
Yeah.
And then loses to Tua Tagovailoa. Davis Mills.
Drake May.
And Drake May.
Which, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, Drake May is now obviously a leading MVP voter and surging ahead of the AFC. It was Michael Penix who was the third that I forgot about, now out for the season. But obviously we've seen the Falcons, not a great NFL team.
Right. I I don't understand, to say the least. He beats 3 of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league and loses to 3 of the bottom 5 quarterbacks in the league. The math ain't mathing. I don't know who to put this blame on. I don't know if this is Josh Allen's fault. I don't know if it's the fact that the Bills trusted in Josh Allen so much to just not add any pieces for him in the offseason.
This is a Packers Aaron Rodgers situation in my mind.
Yeah.
But the strange part is their defense isn't coming together to comprehend for that, or
to compensate.
Thank you.
And that's it. An amazing point. Sean McDermott made the point in the offseason to say that they wanted to build the defense because they trusted Josh Allen so much, and the play of the defense has just not lived up to what obviously anybody was hoping it would. I don't know if it's necessarily all of the defense's fault when you have Josh Allen working with a wide receiver core of Khalil Shakir, which, don't get me wrong, I love Khalil Shakir, and I was one of our steals during the draft season because he's been tremendous. But guys like Gabe Davis and Tyrell Shavers and
You've had to have all these players come in.
Yeah, and a very disappointing Keon Coleman who's been benched the last couple of weeks. It's just Josh Allen can make plays, don't get me wrong, but one player cannot make all of the difference. He has to have somebody to get the ball to.
Yeah, that's why I compare it to the Aaron Rodgers situation of years past, because you don't look back and remember many receivers. Jordy Nelson. And the problem is we're going to look back on Josh Allen and remember a Khalil Shakir.
Yeah. Khalil Shakir has been the best receiver they've had since Stephon Diggs.
Exactly.
And it's sad. And I don't mean that in a bad way, because I love Shakir, but I don't think he is a number one type of guy. Yeah, no. And you can't. Not for an MVP level Josh Allen. No, absolutely not. Obviously this guy can do it with these guys. He done it last year, winning an MVP, being one game away from a Super Bowl opportunity, but you can see that that's not going to be a consistent level of winning.
Yeah, I think we now seen that the Bills are, as I was saying, a fraud check potential, but a playoff worry. We now have the chance that the Bills, Chiefs, and Ravens don't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw, but they ran over 1 million simulations, and still, I think, a 75% chance that the Kansas City Chiefs don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, after that loss,
even if they win out.
I would say they almost don't have a chance to win the division at this point. They're now 4 games behind the leader in the Denver Broncos, who now have a win over.
I was going to say each division team has the tiebreaker, essentially.
Yeah. This is a team that we've seen be dominant for so many years in a row, and now we're finally starting to see teams like that stall out. You're starting to realize that just having an MVP caliber quarterback is not enough. Defenses nowadays are tremendous. They're learning. And now we're at the point where Mahomes is in his 7th, 8th season. He's won 3 Super Bowls, 2 MVPs. Teams are starting to figure these things out.
Yeah.
Andy Reid and these guys are not going to say they're getting predictable, but it's getting to the point to where what used to work isn't anymore. They have tape on it. They have ways to study it. They have ways to stop it. People. I say some people because there are a lot of coordinators who aren't that great. But there are some good coordinators out there that can study those things and can make adjustments to stop those things. And they are.
Absolutely. And I think the Houston Texans offensive coordinator absolutely deserves a head coaching job.
I think their defensive coordinator does as well.
I was going to say, because my next point was I don't want to downplay the Houston Texans by saying this is a fraud check on the Bills, because that Houston Texans defense is something else. Will Anderson is coming into his form.
Yeah.
As we talked about this morning, 8 sacks, 12 quarterback touches, 2 interceptions, 11 tackles for a loss, and a fumble recovery.
That was the first time in 6 years or something that Josh Allen has been sacked that much. That's the most since his last game, a 2019 game where he got sacked 7 times. So that in its own right tells you everything you need to know. Josh Allen's a very mobile quarterback, so being able to trap him in the pocket and do things like that to him is impressive.
Yeah. They were able to play around him trying to escape the pocket.
Yeah. He didn't really get anywhere outside of a couple of big runs. He was trapped inside the pocket even when he tried to make things happen and get loose and get outside the pocket. He couldn't.
And his big runs were when they were playing deep, too high safeties, expecting the lob pass.
Yeah,
You have 3 players on the D line. Of course, he's going to be able to break free.
Yeah, right. Just quick shout out to Daniel. Appreciate you for tuning in, bro. We know a lot of Broncos fans, so I guess I'm not going to say it. I'm not a Broncos fan. I'm not going to say what you want me to say.
Pace is almost being overran by some Broncos fans now at this point.
But hey, I mean, they're having a great season.
Yeah, they're
downplay to them.
They're okay.
Yeah, they've been solid.
But
hey,
as a family enjoying it, we have to,
yeah. I mean, they're going to win their division.
It's hard
to be a playoff team, but we'll see how far they go.
Yeah, exactly. As we're talking about the Chiefs and their dynasty ending, their dynasty in the same division is ending as the Broncos are kicking out.
Yeah, 100%. Back to schedule programming. Speaking about this Texans defense, I didn't know going into the game last night that statistically the Texans are the best defense in the NFL. They're number one.
I thought they were like top 5
categories.
Yeah, pass defense or something like that.
Well, according to the announcers last night, I haven't technically done my own research on that just yet, but according to what the announcers said, that statistically they are the number 1 defense in football, which after last night doesn't really surprise me. And I mean, kind of what we expected. I mean, their head coach is a very defensive-minded guy, obviously. He played linebacker for the Texans in the 49ers for a lot of years. He was a very good linebacker in this league, D'Amico Ryans. So to see the success they've had, I guess, is not very surprising to me. They have so many good pieces. Like you said, Will Anderson earlier is absolutely tremendous. Derek Stingley is so good. They got good safeties back there in Bullard. They got a good linebacker in Azeez Al-Shaair. I mean, they have good pieces.
Yeah, I was just going to say, some of the play action they were running and the ways they were, maybe it's Davis Mills, same offensive coordinator with C.J. Stroud, but the way they were able to make that offense look with Davis Mills looked really fluent last night.
Yeah, it was a rough start. I think what's helped them a lot, though, is finally being able to get the running game implemented, which has opened up the pass game so much.
Yeah, a big struggle of theirs for the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, I mean, early in the year, the first 7 8 weeks of the season, they were not running the ball very well at all. They were one of the worst run offenses in the league. In the last couple of weeks, since Woody Marks has kind of taken over the RB1 role, he's impressed.
Absolutely.
They had a big game last night. Had a big game the week before, not necessarily scoring a lot of touchdowns, but just breaking off these bigger runs and giving the defenses something else to worry about is a huge factor.
One of the biggest things in football.
Yeah, 1,000%. So not to downplay the Texans, that was obviously a game that a lot of people had the Bills favored in. Obviously, all odds makers did, and most people in the world probably did. I know I did, and they let me down. But
yeah, it's funny because we were talking about it beforehand. I think I sent it to you. Yeah, in this same picture we were talking about.
Yeah.
This guy back in the Texans with the spread. 89% bets and 93% of the money was on Buffalo.
Yeah.
Vegas came away huge.
Absolutely huge. And I'm not going to be the one that said, hey, I wanted to count the Texans out completely, but when you see a Josh Allen versus Davis Mills matchup, if you're any sort of a football fan, those things, I mean, that tends to go one way.
I mean, that Houston, Texas backer had a play of plus 17.5.
He wasn't even bad.
And if you don't know spreads, that means you're still expecting the Texans to keep the game within 2 touchdowns and a field goal of a loss. That's horrible.
Still a beatdown in all those aspects. I mean, 17-point dub's a pretty massive dub. But hey, shout out him. I'm sure his bet hit because the Texans obviously got a dub, but
minus 112.
Yeah, insane. Hey, who are we that give out plus money parlays that hit?
Exactly.
Check out our web, INIBLE.com/Travis Jon Show. But yeah, man, I definitely don't think the Bills are going to be a playoff contender if they continue to look like this, I guess. If teams can continue to bottle Josh Allen up the way they did last night, that defense is obviously very exposable. And if the offense can't keep up, you're not going to win games. So that's really my thoughts from that game. Either the Texans are better than we thought, or the Bills are just not as good as we thought.
Absolutely. I don't know. Davis Mills 3-0.
Yeah, and that's another story. I mean, when C.J. Stroud's healthy, how do you bench a guy that's undefeated? I mean,
C.J. Stroud was 2-5.
Yeah, and beating the Bills is a big. I mean, it's is a big statement game nonetheless. I mean, when you look at the paper, I mean, they were a 7-4 team. They were a team that's beat a lot of other big teams that we talked about, and the Chiefs and the Bucks and Ravens, yeah.
One of the biggest games of the season for 3 weeks.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's a big dub. So, what does D'Amico Ryans do? Does he let Davis Mills rock out until he doesn't anymore, or do you still trust in your supposed to be franchise quarterback in C.J. Stroud?
Exactly. That's a huge question. Yeah,
it's going to be an interesting story because, for all we know, C.J. Stroud could have been a healthy scratch last night. Obviously, that wasn't made to the public.
Exactly. It's been a long concussion protocol.
Yeah. Concussion protocols usually don't last more than
I mean, now we are seeing Jackson Dart in a similar situation, I will say.
Right. Now that his quarterback or his head coach isn't trying to kill him anymore. Yeah, I mean, definitely going to be a story to keep your eyes on once C.J. Stroud is made out to the public to be healthy and ready to go.
Exactly.
Enough Thursday Night Football talk, though. We can talk about some other big key matchups coming into Week 12. We're going to get to the point of the season here in a few weeks where we can start talking about big playoff games and games that matter for the playoff season.
Exactly. It's getting real close.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like this is an okay week. There's a couple matchups that I don't mind. There's a couple matchups that could obviously be some blowouts and things of that nature. I think the biggest game so far of the week in the early slate, that is, anyways, to talk about, and that's going to help us with our local fans here, is the big matchup between the Colts and the Chiefs this week.
Yeah.
This is a massive game for both sides. We talked about the Colts being playoff contenders and a team that could really make a run and a push at this thing, being one of the best offenses in the league in the first 10 weeks of the season, 11 weeks, whatever it is. And we just talked about the downfall of the Kansas City Chiefs, who just came off a rough L to the Broncos. This is a game that is going to change a lot for either team. We're either going to learn that, and I understand the Chiefs are only 5-5, but to most odds makers, the Chiefs are still a top 5 favorite to win the Super Bowl, which is insane to me in some aspect. But this is obviously a team that just won the Bowl last year, a team that's been a dynasty, still had Patrick Mahomes at the helm. Beating them is still a big win, and if the Colts can show that they can keep up and possibly beat a team like the Kansas City Chiefs, it's going to make a lot of people believe.
Yeah, this is a huge game. I know a lot of fans were worried because out of the blue, a Daniel Jones calf and limited practice popped up for the Colts, but
I think he's a good.
There's now been announced no limitations, no injury restrictions, I believe, on either side for like major names.
Yeah.
So this will be a huge matchup. Obviously, as we said, Chiefs dynasty in question. Even a win out could still be a missed playoffs. Colts sitting almost easy breezy where they're at, but looking to solidify with a prove it game when it comes to reputation behind it.
Yeah, and I mean, let's be honest here. If the Chiefs lose this game and fall to 5-6, the road to the playoffs are going to be very rough for them, if at all. Colts have surprised the hell out of me this year. I mean, I feel like they've surprised a lot of
everybody, yeah,
including even some of the more faithful fans.
I mean, we talked about Tyler Warren being the perfect pick. That doesn't amount to being.
Nobody, nobody in the sports world could have predicted the resurgence, or I guess the surgence, not even the resurgence, the surgence of Daniel Jones this season. This is easily the best season of his career so far. I understand he was in a very poverty New York Giants franchise, but let's be real. Coming to the Colts, none of us expected this. He was in a QB battle with Anthony Richardson to start the season, and just came out playing very well the first few seasons. He's only gotten well from there. I don't know if you can credit the coaching staff and Shane Steichen and those guys, or if you can just credit the fact that he's in a much better situation now and that he is ready to go. I mean, was he always this good, or was he stuck in a bad spot? I mean, I don't know what to believe. I don't know. I mean, 8-2 start to the season, being the number one offense through the first half of the year, is something to talk about.
I mean, I was a Daniel Jones hater and didn't think he deserved a spot in the league.
Right.
I mean, went to a scout team from the New York Giants, and you're 8-2.
Yeah.
So I mean, like you said, I don't know what to believe. I mean, they're looking to sign him long term now. Obviously, MVP and Jonathan Taylor, but
yeah.
outside of Tyler Warren, I mean, obviously, like, I don't know about all pro pieces. I mean, but he's looking great.
Tyler Warren's been absolutely tremendous. He's been one of the top 5-10 tight ends in the league this year, no question. Jonathan Taylor has been the number one running back in football this year. He's had 4 or 5 games with 3+ touchdowns. He is the obvious bell cow back, and this guy has an argument for MVP. I mean, he is maybe not still, or at least was a week or two ago, on pace to break LT's rushing touchdown record of like 28, 29, whatever it is. Had 14 touchdowns through the first half of the season, and I mean, this guy, and he's not just doing it in the red zone. I mean, this guy is breaking off insane run plays. He's had multiple 70+, 80+ yard touchdowns. He's had a couple 30, 40 yarders. I mean,
we're talking 3 touchdown games.
Yeah, I mean, this guy is not doing it all, but doing a lot for this offense.
A lot.
Yeah, I mean, and nobody expected that. We all knew Jonathan Taylor was good. Nobody expected him to be this great.
Yeah, but I mean, we've seen Daniel Jones hasn't been Aiden O'Connell. He hasn't been Gardner Minshew. He hasn't just filled a role.
Right.
He's been great.
Yeah, I mean, he's been really good.
So hats off Indianapolis. As we were saying, a prove-it game that we're excited for with the Chiefs.
Yeah. And like I said, if the Chiefs lose this game, 5-6 is a tough record.
I essentially eliminated at that point. Changed my mind.
Almost, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's very close, which would be insane to see the Chiefs eliminated from playoff contention in 13 weeks into the season. But hey, rooting for the Colts. Obviously, I know most of obviously all of our local fans are rooting for the Colts, or at least over the Chiefs, whether you're a Colts fan or not. A big game for them, and hopefully they can come out and show that they're the real deal, and it's not just a fluke 8-2 season.
Absolutely. We're going to see possible Aaron Rodgers return against his rival Chicago Bears.
Possibly.
On 1 p.m. this Sunday.
Yeah. How are you feeling about that?
Excited. Obviously, I haven't been in support of having a 97-year-old quarterback and how the season's planning out. But this game itself, I mean, this is the guy that gets in the end zone and screams, "I still own you. I'm your daddy."
Right.
I'm here for it. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
That Perk Rogers is about to be activated. And against the Chicago Bears of all teams.
A wrist injury is huge, though. Is it on his throwing hand? Or was it...
I think it's his left hand.
Okay, left hand maybe not so bad, but obviously still with a lot of motion and the possibility of getting sacked in the backfield could be dangerous for a wrist injury. We all know that. But if he can come out and play, obviously the Steelers have a really good chance. The defense has kind of repped it up the last few weeks, playing like the Steelers we all know. I'm not going to say we all know and love. Some of us know and love. Some of us just know. But yeah, like you said, just the fact that the track record Rodgers has against the Bears is huge. I will say, though, the Bears are no slouches. 7-3. We talk about the Colts being so good at 8-2. The Bears are only 1 game behind. The Ben Johnson era is upon us. Caleb Williams is taking a huge step forward, and the offense looks great. And the defense has been solid. They have the top 3 interception leaders. 3 of their players are the top 3 interceptions leaders, which is insane to me. So it's not going to be an easy out for the Steelers, even if Rodgers does play. I do believe, Pittsburgh is technically opening as the underdog. So crazy to see, but that's going to be a great game. Regardless.
Absolutely.
There's a couple games in the early slate that aren't going to be super interesting. A couple possible blowouts for the Patriots, Bengals, Ravens, Jets, Seahawks, Titans. 4 p.m. slate brings us a decent matchup. I think obviously Sunday Night Football is going to be a tremendous matchup. The 4:30 game between the Eagles and Cowboys in division game could be interesting. This is a big game for the Cowboys to stay in the race at least. Sitting at 4-5-1, they need a big win over the Eagles here. Will the Eagles offense continue to disappoint? We all know the Cowboys offense puts up numbers. So if the Eagles' offense plays like they have the last 2 weeks, it only puts up 10 points a game, it could be a rough night for them.
Absolutely.
But I think one of the bigger stories, though, is the Sunday Night Football matchup. These are two Super Bowl hopeful teams. A battle of, at one point, was two of the top 3 MVP odds favorites in Baker Mayfield and Matt Stafford. I do believe Stafford is the number 2 favorite behind Drake May right now. Rams-Bucks could be a shootout.
Yeah.
We all know it's a primetime game, so don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, take that with a grain of salt.
Right.
But like you said, two of the best teams in football, especially when it matters. We've seen Baker Mayfield pull out some of the most fourth quarter game-winning drives I've ever seen. When he did it for like the 4th time this season, I said he was the MVP. That was before the fall off, unfortunately. Of course, I had to speak it into existence for something like that to happen. But to Matthew Stafford, in his own right, now top 3 MVP in odds. I mean, obviously, like you said, 3 potential triple crown wide receivers speaks for itself.
Yeah.
We have 2 amazing teams with some amazing wideouts. What should be an amazing game?
100%. There's stars all over the field in this game. Boo Nakua, Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams, Matt Stafford, Baker Mayfield, Emeka Egbuka. No Bucky Irving again this week, so it'll be a running back tandem of Rashad White and Sean Tucker, who broke out last week.
Yeah, so throw about $50 on Baker Mayfield, 300-plus passing yards, and I think you're set for the weekend.
Yeah, let's hope so, unless Sean Tucker decides to go for 200 again this week. But yeah, Sunday Night Football game that should deliver, hopefully delivers and does not disappoint, but like I said, keep your hopes very low considering it's a primetime football
Let's get Baker Mayfield. 300 passing yards is plus 310.
Yeah, that's not insane. 310 isn't like a long shot. It is.
We were talking, Mark Andrews didn't finish off great, but
he only needs 4 receptions this week.
See? What are the odds?
Baker 300 and Mark Andrews 4+ receptions. You could have a great night on your hands.
Let's check this out.
While John checks that, I will slightly see. Could be a nice little parlay. We're going to slightly start to transition into our last segment of the NFL section. You guys know what we love to do. We like to give out touchdown picks. This year, we haven't been as great of a streak as last year. There's been a lot of funky things going on since Sundays.
One of the weirdest NFL seasons I've ever seen.
Yeah.
The Bills lost to the Dolphins, and then last night lost to the Texans with Davis Mills.
Yeah. Insane.
The Colts are 8-2.
The Broncos
are leading their division.
Yeah.
Leading their division.
Insane. Patriots are one of the best teams in the league.
They're leading their division.
Drake May and Bo Nix are Super Bowl contenders in year 2.
Yeah.
Insane to see. But yeah, you guys know we don't give up. Shoot or shoot. Miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I'd rather be 0 for 30 than 0 for 9. How many more quotes I got? Yeah, how many quotes I got? We can go for days. You guys know we're going to continue to give out touchdown picks. You guys know how we love to do it over here. We give out 2 each, 1 long shot, 1 favorite each. A total of 4.
I can accept failure. What I can't accept not trying.
Facts. Facts. You never know until you try. So you guys know we did a little bit of digging this week. And we ready to give out some of our favorites and long shots and crack the code, hopefully, this weekend.
We got the script for this NFL Sunday. We're about to lay it out for you.
Absolutely. You want to start or you want me to
I
start?
think I can start things off this week.
Let's get it.
I got the script starting off early at 1 o'clock. About to have an all-day banger on your hands because we're going to the Jets in Baltimore for what I think should be a lock. I'm going Derrick Henry, 1 rush or anytime touchdown, but I feel it'll be on the ground, obviously. Okay. But playing the Jets, horrible all-around franchise at this point. We've seen dumpster fire from ownership down. But a team that is essentially tanking at this point without saying they're tanking. A quarterback who I love in Justin Fields, not the quarterback anymore. They couldn't get above 56 yards a game. Yeah. I think Derrick Henry's about to have a field day, honestly.
Yeah, as he should. There's no reason he shouldn't. So yeah, shout out Big D Hen, baby. I'm going to continue the trend on the early slate for the moment being. And I'm going to go to one of my more favorite running backs in the league playing one of the worst run defenses in all of football this year. I know the odds are not fantastic, but it's because he's going to get in. If you want to build a parlay, you have to have some confidence in some of the guys you put on there. I'm going to go to who's transitioned to be somewhat of the bell cow for the Lions, and I'm taking Mr. Jahmyr Gibbs. I understand the odds are minus 360, but he's playing the Giants. They should drop 50 points.
When we're talking about a lock, this is where you go. The script is there for you. You take one of the best rushing offenses in the league against one of the worst rushing defenses, and what should be an easy day for him.
Yeah, I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs continues to get in week after week. The trend should not stop here. He's going to get 90% of the touches over David Montgomery. He's going to have plenty of chances. He's going to get in the end zone.
All right, I love to see it. My long shot, we got 3 1 o'clock games as of right now. I'm going to run Tyler Warren in the Colts-Chiefs game. Chiefs been taking all this heat the last 2-3 weeks, essentially, about missing the playoffs, about the dynasty falling off. They're going to come out a point to prove. Say what you want. I've doubted the Colts a lot. I know, but this is the toughest opponent they've faced this season. Obviously, we talked about Tyler Warren being one of the best players on the team outside of MVP leading Jonathan Taylor. I think Tyler Warren should have an easy time getting in the end zone, especially when the Chiefs make this game a little competitive.
I 100% agree. You made things a little difficult for me because I was going to go to that game as well. I think I'm not going to take him now because I don't want to take 2 from the same game. I had another idea, so it's okay. I will mention I was going to take, though. I was going to go Mr. Rashee Rice. I think this game could be very high scoring. I understand the addition of Sauce Gardner.
Absolutely, though. I mean, no Pacheco. Again.
Right.
He should have gotten in last week.
Right. But Rashee Rice, last week was the only week he hasn't scored since returning. I think he has obviously always the opportunity of doing it. He's going to get opportunities. He's going to, whether that's an end around, whether that's a quick slant, whether that's a wide receiver screen, he's going to get a chance to get in. But I will not go there because I don't want to take 2 from the same game and you sweat a little harder. I'm going to slide things over to somebody else that I think has a very good chance of getting in this week. I'm going to go over to this Patriots and Bengals game, and I'm going to take Mr. T. Higgins. Sitting at plus 125. Jamar Chase is suspended for 1 game this week. He's not playing due to the altercation with Jalen Ramsey last week. He got Kyle spitting on him. And let's talk about, we haven't even mentioned it yet, the fact that Joe Burrow could return this weekend. He is only questionable on the injury report. He has been a full participant in practice with the number 1 guys almost all week. He has a very high chance of playing this week. And even if he don't, I trust Joe Flacco. They've been airing it out with Joe Flacco regardless. But if Joe Burrow comes back this week, we know this Patriots offense is going to drop so many points on this horrible Bengals defense. They got to keep up somehow.
T. Higgins is going to have 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's going to be the go-to guy. He scored in games with Jamar Chase all season long. He's going to get 90% of the looks this week outside of Andre Yishovash. He's all they have. So I believe T. Higgins has a tremendous chance to get in this week, whether the quarterback is Joe Burrow or Joe Flacco. He's going to get all the looks.
I'm smelling a lock. We got 4 1 p.m. games that get your day started out juicy.
Man, in the peak.
You get a cash before the late game. You might even get a snag in some bets before the 4 p.m. games.
Facts.
He's going to be first touchdown scorer.
I said these are guys that can all get in the first or second quarter.
Yeah. We're going to let you guys cook nice and early Sunday.
Absolutely. So there it is for you, ladies and gentlemen. We gave out 2 favorites and 2 somewhat long shot plus odds for you guys. We'll run those back super quickly for you guys. I took Mr. Jahmyr Gibbs and T. Higgins.
I have Derrick Henry and Tyler Warren.
Beautiful. For at the current moment, a nice little 4-leg on FanDuel plus 1,081 odds. If you don't place that now, obviously odds are always subject to change. Things might drop, things might go up. We don't know. So lock it in while you can at beautiful odds and get ready for what should be a tremendous start to your Sunday.
Absolutely.
If you missed any of that, you can go check out our winnable, WINIBLE.com/Travis Jon Show. We give out free picks every single day. We got a paid subscription and a free subscription. Do as you wish with that information. All right. I believe that's enough football for the moment. We talked about a lot of the games, gave you out some of the key games to pay attention to this weekend, and some of our favorite touchdown picks from this weekend. Hopefully we're spot on. we can get some cash money rolling in and have a great finish to the night with what should be, hopefully, a fantastic Sunday night football game. So hopefully we make you a few bucks to flip your money on that game tonight. All right, we're not done though. Right now, we're going to slide things over pretty quickly to the NBA, our third major sport that we have to talk about.
Yes, sir.
I know so far during the season we haven't really had a real segment for the NBA. We haven't really sat and talked about it. I know you had a couple ideas. I know I saw some of your notes earlier. Was that something you wanted to do? Was a quick power ranking?
Yeah, a little early season power rankings.
Okay, we can do a little bit of that.
Dive into some drama as the season unfolds.
Wow.
Look, now we won't say that out loud.
I don't ever wish injury upon anybody.
Being in division, I won't say that I've complained when it comes to record and competition, but for someone like Joe Burrow to be made of glass and to be what we talked about it here on, I don't know, it may have been a week it happened or whatever, but how he was been sacked already more than Andrew Luck was.
Yeah.
And that's the whole reason Andrew Luck retired.
Yeah.
This man wanted to be able to play with his kids and have a career and a life after football.
Yeah.
And Joe Burrow's already been through more. So.
Yeah. Now listen, I'm not a Bengals fan by any part of me, part of my soul, anything like that. But even as a football fan, watching a guy like Joe Burrow's caliber is just fun. He's an MVP caliber quarterback. He's a top 3 quarterback in the league when he's fully healthy. I love watching Joe Burrow play. And just once again, no hate to you, but I don't ever wish injury upon anybody. We hope everyone stays healthy in football. That's the fun of the game. No matter who you're a fan of, you enjoy watching great players.
Absolutely. The Bengals, when healthy, are an exciting team.
Offense. Anyways, that is not so much the defense.
Yeah, change things up a little bit on the defensive side.
1,000%. But we'll do some quick power rankings. No, yeah, you're all good, man. It was no hate. We know we were joking. We seen the laughing face. I just wanted to make it known how I feel about those things. He definitely is a star player. Like I said, he's a top 3 quarterback in the league when he's fully healthy. He makes the Bengals fun to watch, which is something that can't always be said about a team.
Exactly.
So, shout out you, mate. We definitely appreciate you tuning in and interacting and commenting and hanging out with us. So no hate towards you whatsoever. Okay, we're going to slide things over here to the NBA a little bit. We're going to talk, like John said, a little bit about some early power rankings. And then I believe we can try to run it back this week with a quick little parlay of some sort that was sold by the worst game of Anthony Edwards' career last week.
Absolutely. Literally, as we've spoken, this is why we waited for some 100% hit rates, dove in with our research, and we got one of the crazy games where we get one game, they don't hit their line.
Yeah, which, it happens. It is what it is. Big NBA Cup night tonight, so once again, just should be a lot of good games. There's potential for a couple blowouts this week, but hey, these players always show up when there's money on the line, which there's always money on the line, but a little bit of extra on the line this week for whoever brings the dub. So hopefully we can dig in and find some good props for you guys.
Absolutely.
But we'll start things off before we get to the betting with the power rankings. Do we want to do all 30 or do we want to do like a top 10? Because all 30 might take us a little bit.
So we could do just like top 10, top 15 kind of thing.
Okay, so we'll give out our top 10 to 15, like John said, power rankings. We can slide down this list really quickly. All right. I guess we'll start off at 1 since we don't really have a full idea yet. I believe, listen, as much as it's going to pay you, as much as I don't enjoy saying it, I think number 1 is pretty clear cut. I think it's unfortunately the reigning champions, the OKC Thunder. I know it's painful, but they're 15-1.
Look, they're the best team in basketball, but they shouldn't be reigning NBA champions.
No, you're 100%.
I'll stand by that.
Yeah, no, you're 100% facts. But I mean, if we're being realistic here, like you said, they are the best team in basketball. They've shown that time and time again. As much as Shea Gilgeous-Alexander gets to the free throw line, he gets so much hate for it. He puts points on the board.
They've lost one game.
Yeah, they had. I don't even remember who that was. I don't think it was even anybody crazy. I think it was like a fluke game they lost to. Who did they lose to?
You're about to see the Pacers put BTA for the Cavs tonight.
The Mavs earlier in the season. They lost to a horrible Mavs team. So
Oh.
They should be 16 in all reality. But hey, it is what it is. The Thunder are fantastic, and there's really no hate that you could put towards them. I mean, you can, but as an NBA fan, I mean, they've been great. Number 2, this is close for me, but I think I don't want to play things just off record, but let's be honest, man. Detroit basketball is back, dude.
They're 10-0 in their last 10 games. 13-2 this season.
Number 1 in the East.
Cade Cunningham has been great.
Dude, he's a franchise player. He's a player you can build a team around.
Well, Luka Doncic was a franchise player.
Right. I'm not saying he's untradeable. I'm saying he's a franchise player. I mean, we all see that Luka Doncic is still a franchise player, even after being traded.
Yeah, just for a different.
Yeah, right. A better franchise. But, I think at the current moment, it's got to be Detroit, bro. They've played such good basketball. I mean, their core of players is really meshing well. Jalen Duren is really stepping up as well. And their go-to big man, averaging a double-double, almost 12 rebounds a game. He's been so good. I was hoping you didn't see it. I don't know why they showed it. That's insane to me.
They've showed it every game, so why don't tune in?
Yeah, that's crazy. I was not expecting that.
For the season, you don't say.
99 player games lost the most. Wow. That's absolutely insane. They used 20 different players, 11 different starting lineups. That's insane. Hey, they got a dub last time against the Hornets, though, so shout out to them.
Don't worry, we're just talking about who would have been the bottom team if we did all NBA team. The Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
Magic regular skip
Facts. Yeah, so it's got to be OKC, Detroit, 1 and 2. There's just really no argument right now. Number 3 is where the real list begins. I'm at a crossroads here between a couple of teams. What are you thinking for number 3? Is it
the Rockets have been hot.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was either the Rockets or the Nuggets for me. The Nuggets have been really good too. Jokic has been really good.
Jokic, yeah, has been really good.
It's just absolutely tearing everybody up. I think it's between those two, 3 and 4. I think they go 3 and 4, regardless of how you want to put it.
So we can go Nuggets Rockets because that's just
the Nuggets. I mean, they are Jokic. I mean, when you think of Denver, it is the MVP, or he is the MVP right now. As much as I love my boy Luka Doncic, this man is averaging 30, 12, and 11. This dude does everything for this Nuggets team. When we talk most valuable, the Nuggets would be nowhere near what they are without him. I mean, this guy is involved. When you watch Nuggets basketball, this guy is involved in every single thing that happens. He touches the ball every single possession. This man is a point guard in a center's body. He's so fluent when he puts shots up. He makes every great decision possible.
His IQ is higher than Albert Einstein.
Dude, he literally might be the smartest basketball player of all time. He he sees everything. I mean, there's just nothing.
The play before him.
Do. Yeah, right.
He knows what you're going to do.
Yeah, 1,000%. Insane. Rockets at 4 is really no surprise. I feel like we all kind of expected this team to take a big leap.
Already young and upcoming athletic team. Then you add a player of Kevin Durant's caliber. That only helps things.
Yeah. Kevin Durant has been the perfect addition to this team. A nice young core.
Sir Thompson, Alperen Sengun.
Yeah, Alperen Sengun has really taken a step forward. I don't know how much he worked with Kevin Durant in the offseason, but some of the things I've seen this man do this season, he was not doing last year.
Jabari Smith. I mean, this team is athletic and deep.
Yeah.
Jalen Green.
Yeah. Reed Shepherd, who's a nice bench piece. I mean, they have a full roster, and I feel like this may be the best team KD's played on since his Golden State days. This team has a chance to continue to be a top 5 team in the West. They should finish the season a top 5 team in the West, barring any crazy fall-offs. But yeah, I mean, they're very deserving to be in this position. That brings us to 5. Now listen.
They've earned it.
I don't want to be that guy.
They've earned it.
I think it's my Lake show.
They've earned it. 8-2, last 10. Up to 11-4.
We finally seen the debut of LeBron James, and man, did it not disappoint. I understand we played the Jazz, wasn't a fantastic team for him to debut against, but we put up 140 points. Luka Doncic is great at basketball.
He's okay.
He's
okay.
Yeah. I mean, he just I don't know what more I can say. He's averaging almost 40 points a game, almost a triple double. He does everything. He scores. He probably averages 10, 12 points in the first quarter of every single game. Like he makes it look so simple.
You know what he does?
Basketball.
Wakes up, practices basketball,
And
takes a nap, daydreams about everything he's going to do in game while he's sleeping.
Yeah.
Wakes up, works out, practices basketball,
and then does it.
Yeah.
Quite literally does it. I watched that.
Finishes the game, rewatches the tape, practices, sleeps, dreams about playing basketball. Repeat the process.
He just, there's not a bad shot. He does. There's not a bad shot for Luka. He's really not. I mean, he just.
We watched him take a step back over 2 dudes when we needed 1 point from Austin or an assist.
Yeah.
And we needed Austin Reeves.
And just cash it. I mean, he just. I don't know, bro. I don't even know how to explain it. He makes basketball look so easy. When you watch this man play, you would think you could do that. He just makes it look that easy.
I could.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to believe it. But yeah, I just thank you, Nico Harrison. He goes down in my Hall of Fame because he's made my life as a Lakers fan. Thank you so much. All right, let's get the ball rolling on this a little bit.
Look, I know they've lost 1 more game, but they've been 9-1 in their last 10. I think the Raptors have earned their spot.
Okay, I like that. Raptors are definitely a team that we didn't quite expect to be at the top of the conference the way they are now. 9-1 in your last 10 is tremendous. I respect it. This is a team that is well rounded. They don't have a star player, but they have good players. I absolutely love it.
Call me crazy, but I'm gonna go Cavs next.
Cavs, okay. I don't hate that either. This is a team that started the season 20-0 last year, or maybe it wasn't that much. Maybe it was like 19-0 or something. It was something crazy. Regardless, this is a team that can still very much put BTA.
Absolutely, 7-3 in their last 10. We know they're one of the best offensive teams in the league.
Yeah, 1,000%. Listen, barring a Victor Wembanyama injury,
that's why.
Yeah, San Antonio's really good, bro.
That injury.
They're still 11-4. They won 3 in a row.
They won yesterday though, so they keeps them up there.
Yeah,
we throw them in.
Yeah, I mean they're
still okay.
Yeah, they're still a really good team, and when they have Wemby, they are a playoff or a championship contender, not just a playoff contender. Wembanyama is an absolute specimen. We all know what he does.
Alien.
Yeah, I mean he literally might go down as one of the greatest of all time when it's all said and done. So I don't hate that. I think they're still very good. I don't hate putting, maybe, I don't know, I don't hate the Knicks in a position like this. Maybe even I don't know, Timberwolves possibly. They're 8-2 in their last.
I was gonna say we can go Timberwolves here.
Yeah, I don't hate the T-Wolves here. As much hatred as I have towards Anthony Edwards right now, they're still a good team. He just makes me mad sometimes because he'd be selling the bag. He sold me twice in the last week.
Yep.
So hey, shout out him, I guess. I feel like the Knicks have to go here.
I was gonna say, who we got left?
Yeah, I think
how many spots is that?
That's 10.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think the Knicks can round out the top 10 for us.
And if we were to go further, it would go Suns.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I feel like
probably Suns, Heat.
Yeah.
Sixers, Warriors.
I put the Warriors above the Sixers. Bulls definitely be in the
what
conversation soon. Josh Giddey's been really good.
Also been 6-4 in their last 10.
Insane to me that the 5-9 Jazz are the 10 seed right now. That's wild to look at. Magic at some point can be in that conversation. 7-3 in their last 10. I feel like things are finally starting to mesh a tad bit over there with the lineup they have. But we expected more. Let's be real. Yeah. Then after that, quite a few rough teams.
Yeah.
It kind of drops off pretty quickly for a lot of these rankings. But there it is, our top 10. A quick rundown, back down on that. It goes Thunder at 1, Pistons at 2, Nuggets at 3, Rockets at 4, Lakers at 5, Raptors at 6, Cavs at 7, Spurs at 8, T-Wolves at 9, Knicks at 10 for our early top 10 power rankings so far throughout the NBA season.
Beautiful.
All right, now we want to try to dig in a little bit of a parlay for these folks. See what we can find for a few of these later games. We do have some games tipping off right now, so.
I'm getting some interesting reads over here, if I do say so myself.
Oh, so you guys already had it.
Look, I went down to these late games.
Okay.
And now look.
I'm looking.
I know this is Thunder.
Right.
That also screams blowout potential for the Utah Jazz.
100%.
That means it's sitting at minus 229 for 20. Laurie Markkinen.
Wow.
Gotta come out and eat. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I mean,
21, 35, 40,
averaging
47, and 31.
He's averaging 30 a game right now.
And look, we need someone to move the ball. I was saying SGA assists, but he's been laying off the last couple of games. And again,
I hate putting in
that's a
assists.
blowout. Look, Isaiah Collier for minus 520. 7, 11, 7, 9, and 6. He's averaging 7 assists a game. For 4, 520 is really good odds. He's a starting point guard.
Is he?
Yes.
Okay. I don't hate that.
And he starts in Utah.
Keontae George as well.
They be moving the ball in Utah.
That's 4+ isn't crazy at all. I like that. I mean, outside of the Thunder, you can't really bet on it.
Pick and roll, pick and pop with Markin and Keontae George. Like, are you kidding me?
I mean, do we touch anybody? Do we touch an SGA prop?
That's what I was thinking. He just scares me because, again, blowout or
I feel like
sit.
25, though, is like, I mean, it's risky, but for him, is it?
Markin and Keontae got to keep it close. Let's throw in the SGA 25.
Okay, I like that. Nice little 3-piece from that game. I really like this Nuggets and Rockets game. It should be a very competitive, close game, meaning the stars should show out.
Ooh, yeah.
Jokic has been absolutely balling, shot calling.
Yeah, what's his? We get an alt PRA.
Yeah, that's what I was
Has a
thinking.
good value over it.
Gotta be. I mean, he's a triple-double machine. He's plus 100 for a triple-double. That's great value in its own right. Over 40.5 for Jokic.
His line is sitting at 50.5 for PRAs. He's at 57, 73, 50, 67, 51.
I don't even hate like a 41.5 for a nice clean 42 at minus 420. Yeah, player combos all. I don't hate that at all. Over 41.5 is good value. I think it's a clean number.
41, so we go for 42.
That's what I'm saying. That's like almost easy for him at this point. He does that in his sleep. KD got to show out, right? 20 points for him has almost been a lock. I know Sengun's rebounds are a good look. He's been rebounding the ball tremendously.
I was going to say KD and Reed Shepard's 3 stick out to me.
For 8+, he's minus 400. He's had 11, 13, 10, 12, 11.
Slam it.
Then do we throw a KD prop in here?
KD for 20.
I like it.
Look, I was looking at these 3s. Reed Shepard for 2. 4, 5, 3, 2, 2. KD, he's waned off a little bit in 1. 2, 2, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
But I know 3s are risky sometimes.
That's what sold us with the Ant prop last time.
Exactly.
I don't hate the Heat Bulls matchup. Maybe some Giddy props. T-Wolves Suns. I just can't fathomly put Ant back on my slip after this last week. He's been selling the bag so hard. I feel like it's either, if we're going to add any more, I feel like it's either Blazers, Warriors, Heat, Bulls. It's hard for me to play these potential blowout games because like some of these players wouldn't play long. Like the Celtics, Raptors. I mean, even the Thunder, but like you said, that marketing and them boys got to do something, right? I mean, they got to
Exactly.
somehow.
Let's see.
You went to Heat Bulls.
I'm trying to find some value. There's a lot of weird odds tonight on these games.
Is Bam is back tonight? Blazers, Warriors. I know Steph's been hooping, but
I know. I was gonna throw in two of those random off nights. I was like, ugh.
yeah, I don't know.
I was gonna say the odds. Even if you go to the Timberwolves and Sun, I was gonna throw D-Book on for 20. Look at this.
Yeah, he's been like that all year though.
And they've had like 3 games at 19.
Yeah, just because they know he's the only guy that's gonna be taking a crap ton of shots.
Do we throw like 2 more on there?
Yeah,
Get an 8-legger?
Like 2 more. A little 8-leg, not too bad. I don't know though.
20-point props. Jaylen Brown. He's been smacking, but the Nets.
I know MPJ's been an absolute demon.
Has 20 plus. It's at minus 225.
What's his like? It's 2 plus 3s don't have bad odds. He had that game with 1 though. I feel like that game, it's either got to be Brown or Porter for them in there. I like Giddy, but he just had an off night last night points wise. He only had 9 buckets. Or 9 points, I think. His rebound odds are so juiced.
I feel like MPJ's going to be the one that keeps it close for the Nets.
He is the Nets. Like, he just is. I don't hate his 20 plus. I mean, you can't take him for 15. I wouldn't hate bumping it down to like an over 17.5 if anything. But he does have good odds at 20 for a parlay.
We just need like 1 more.
Which one did you put? Did you put 20 plus?
Yeah, for MPJ.
These odds are going to be crazy. We don't even have to have a crazy last one.
Yeah, we could go the D-Book 20 plus just to finish it off.
Do we trust Book?
Not wholeheartedly. D-Book or Ant. I mean, that's the only 2 that's
Ant's not touching my slip.
competing.
Ant is not touching my slip.
That's not what I meant.
He's had 13 and 18 in back-to-back.
Yeah, bum.
Yeah, he's not touching it.
Rip.
Look at that. He's had 1 3. 1 3 or less in 4 straight. He's not touching my slip. Not a chance. He's in a cold streak right now. I mean, Julius Randle now. Ooh. Yeah, he had a gain of 12. But we just need 1, man. What do we feel like sticks out to us the most? Do we trust this? No, we're not putting Steph. We're not putting Steph. I don't hate Denny Avdia, but I mean.
Take Devinchenko for 10 points tonight?
Huh?
Devinchenko for the T-Wolves?
DiVincenzo?
Devinchenko? Or Jaden McDaniels, he been hooping.
Jaden?
For 10.
Jaden McDaniels? You think he giving us 10? He been hooping. Averaging 17? I don't hate that. I trust him more than I do Ant. I'll give you that.
Wait, what did I accidentally throw on? How am I at 9?
9?
9? Oh, D-Book?
Oh, yeah.
He was still on there. 9?
That what we like? We trust Jaden McDaniels?
Should we?
I don't hate it. I got a nose whip. Is that what we locked in before I blaze it?
Log it.
Alright, I locked it. Alright. Give you a quick rundown of how that went real quickly.
Do I cash? That's 30 cents. Oh my god, we're down 1. Do I cash?
You put their money glass?
Why not? Like 6 or 8, 30% bonuses.
There you go. Alright, quick rundown on this 8 legs on FanDuel. We'll give you guys an 8 leg plus 614 as it currently stands. We started the Thunder and Jazz game. We went Lauri Markkanen, 20 plus points.
Isaiah Collier, 4 plus assists.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for 25 plus.
We went down to up technically to the Nuggets Rockets game. We got Jokic over 41.5 all points, rebounds, and assists.
We have Alperen Şengün for 8 plus rebounds.
Kevin Durant's 20 plus points.
We went to the Nets and Celtics game for a singular prop. We took Michael Porter Jr. for 20-plus points.
And our last prop of the night for the Timberwolves and Suns game, we got Jaden McDaniels getting us 10 points.
Absolutely. For a beautiful 8-leg on FanDuel, plus 614. There is a promo. You can select your own reward. I personally did the no sweats. I don't know what the odds are with the 50% boost, but there is.
I accidentally selected the 50% boost instead of the no sweat. Got so upset I did, but with the 50% boost, it goes up to plus 921.
Beautiful. So go lock that in now before these games tip off here in about an hour or so. Actually, the next
10 minutes or so, yeah.
About 20 minutes. Yeah, like 10, 20 minutes. So go get those in while you can. Hopefully we can bounce back from last week. We don't have no Ant Edwards to sell us, and we can cash us a nice little first NBA show parlay of the season.
Absolutely. We've cleared almost every topic, but if you're a longtime fan, you know where we're at now, and you know that we have one last segment. We're about to bring you our deal or no deal, the last segment of the night. Bring you a recap of who won last week, what players we had, and who we end up with this week, of course, so make sure you stay tuned. But we will have to take a quick break, transition the camera, transition everything for the deal or no deal. So give us 2 to 3 quick minutes, and we'll be right back with our deal or no deal game.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys here in just a few short minutes.
All right, ladies and gents,
Welcome back. You guys can see it here on the screen in front of you. We about to play some NFL deal or no deal, and we're super excited to get into this. So we're gonna give you a quick recap on how last week went. Last week, John ended his game with Saquon Barkley and George Pickens, and I ended my game with Ashton Genty and Amon-Ra St. Brown, and we all know how that went. Ashton Genty scored me a whopping 9 points with his 6 carries for 7 yards. And Amon-Ra St. Brown scored me 6.2. I told you, the 2 primetime games. I think he had 2 catches for 40 yards. How it always goes. I literally wrote on here, ew, primetime, on both of them. And they wholeheartedly disappointed. Scored me a whopping 15.6 points. On John's side of things, Saquon Barkley scored him a whole of 10. While George Pickens had the game of his life and scored 29.4. So, if you guys can do quick math, John obviously beat me with a score of 39.4 points to take back the crown and move us on to week 12. Where this week's selections for running back will be Jonathan Taylor, Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Kyron Williams, Chase Brown, DeAndre Swift, Travion Henderson, Aaron Jones, and Sean Tucker.
I couldn't get much lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put the 4 at the stew.
Listen, Sean Tucker had a career game last week. All right. Let's get started. I've never done this before. It's usually always one of the cases I rip immediately, so I'm going to take it this week. And I'm going to select case number 6. In my case. And we're going to eliminate 7.
Gross. Gross.
DeAndre
Swift.
We'll take it. Not a bad start. Let's eliminate case number 3.
Case 3 is Bijan Robinson.
Well, there we go.
Statistically, every time.
Yeah. And then we'll close things out with case number 9.
Case 9. Chase Brown.
All right. Not the greatest round, but I guess it really couldn't have got a whole lot worse. Is what it is. Guess we still got some guys left on the board, right? Statistically speaking, I got to rip off some of the bad dudes next round.
Exactly.
So, I guess that's a plus.
Not going to pull one from JT gets tired, right?
Sure,
Statistically, right?
Yeah, we're not even going to like the hope, not. Guess we'll see.
Give me just a quick second. My fantasy app had to crash on me for a second. Had to reset it.
Love that.
I'm expected to get smoked this week if anybody cared. So I'm going to be crying in the car after tonight's show. All right. First offer of the night. We got to cook something up.
What we thinking?
We need someone tempted, huh?
What we thinking? You ain't even got one yet?
I have an idea.
Why'd
You know Woody Marks?
Yeah. I'll tell you. Give me a split like 10 points. I think. And you have like 80 some yards. What we thinking?
I've been a bigger fan of Cleveland this year than ever before because of one select player. He was our sleeper this offseason. He's been eating. Quinshon Judkins.
Yeah.
Las Vegas Raiders this week. Let me check their defensive rank.
They play the Raiders.
The 21st ranked run defense.
Wow. They play the Raiders, eh? What did he do last week?
17 rushes for 59 yards. Failed to secure 2 targets.
I mean, he's the bell cow. That's a very tempting offer.
It was the second time that the rookie was held in check by the Ravens defense because it was the Ravens.
But the Ravens defense has been awful this year. The Raiders did get gashed last week by
After a pair of inefficient outings coming out of Cleveland's Week 9 bye, Judkins managers will look for a respite next Sunday against the Raiders, who are giving up over 100 rushing yards per game to opponents in 2025.
The big story this week, the first start for Shedeur.
It is.
Does that mean they rely on the run game more, or
less?
Did they let Shedeur sling it? I don't know. There's a lot of risk in that. I have some guys up here that I still like, obviously, JT Gibbs and Kyron.
We've never ruled out a double offer.
A double offer?
On the sense of, like, I could offer Quinshon next round. Good, you know.
I mean, hey, depending on who I rip off this round, I wouldn't be against it. So I'm going to say no deal for now. We're going to play on. Let's get rid of case 1.
Case 1. Oh, gosh. Jahmyr Gibbs.
Nice. Okay, then let's get rid of case 4.
Case 4. Sean Tucker.
Okay. That's better, I suppose.
There's your statistics.
That's better, I suppose. All right, on to the banger.
All right. Let's see.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. I guess, obviously, I want JT, but, like, do I?
Oh, he's going to eat on the Chiefs.
Think so?
So we pulled off Gibbs. Second best.
No.
I know you got beef with backup running backs.
No deal.
Stemming all the way from Notre Dame to the league, baby.
No deal. Rip off case 5.
Case 5. Kyron Williams. Oh my gosh, what in the world?
Then we'll rip off case 2.
Case 2.
No way you went Gibbs, JT back to back, did you?
Yeah.
Probably.
Aaron Jones.
Okay. So we're down to Travion Henderson and Jonathan Taylor.
I think you'd be happy with either, right? Travion been hooping. I know Ramondre somewhat alive, but
that's the question. I wouldn't hate Travion, but obviously I prefer JT. I said at the beginning, 6 is something I haven't always done. It tends to have good players in it. I'm going to stick with K6, and we're going to see if I can finally trust my gut for it to be something good.
The number 1 player on the board. K6.
Yeah! Oh, I literally, 6 is, I never in my life have picked 6. I always rip that off, like, with one of the first cases. So I'm happy with that.
So your first 2 eliminations would have been JT You remember who 7 was? It
Um,
wasn't great. It was like Swift.
yeah, Swift.
So I mean, it wouldn't be a terrible start, but
Yeah.
JT to start?
See,
To start?
that's why I didn't want Quinshon Judkins, baby. JT, obviously one of the best running backs in the league so far this year. Sniped the number 1 player in the first round. I'll take it. We love to see it. All right. So I got JT to finish my running back round. We're going to switch things over real quickly to the wide receiver round. So give us just a second here to get that set up. We'll be right back. Thank you for tuning in. My boy JT.
All right, ladies and gents, we're back for the wide receiver round.
Absolutely. I ended my running back round with Mr. Jonathan Taylor, the king of running back so far this season. So let's see who we pair him up with. This week's selections, we have Jackson Smith, Puka Nakua, Jettas, T. Higgins, George Pickens, Tetaroa McMillan, Jamison Williams, Christian Watson, and Darnell Mooney, who is wide receiver 1 this week.
Oh.
With no Drake London. All right. Listen, I'm gonna follow the trend. I picked 6 last time. Give me K7. We're gonna see if it does me well. I've hated it, but hating it last week was bad because it.
I'm not trying to pull it into this generation.
Listen, we gotta do what we do for views, baby. So this time, I'm gonna eliminate case number 6 first.
K6. T. Higgins.
My long shot for a touchdown. I love that. Absolutely love that. Dude's probably gonna eat.
Thanks.
K4.
We can't win both. We're going to win financially, and your wide receiver's not.
Sorry, Jonathan Taylor should carry me this week, so I just gotta get somebody feasible.
K4?
Yep. Christian
Watson. There you go.
Love to see that. Absolutely love to see that.
A lot better. One more.
And then we'll close it out with case. No, this is eliminate the row. Case 5.
Wow. For empty middle bracket, we got JSN. There's your statistics of
1 from every
every
category.
time.
1 from every category. Love that.
It's every time.
Love that. It's crazy how the trends are just trending.
Trending.
Like it happens every time.
Every time,
And we never fail.
Almost like they know we know.
Yeah.
They know that we know. They know we know.
Quite frankly.
All right. You said you wanted Nico Collins?
Yeah. I think it's 8 points.
8.5.
Yeah. 8.5, baby. 3 catches, 55 yards. Love us some Nico.
All right. Going a pretty fluent offense.
Me too.
It's not T. Higgins. A little bit of controversy lately.
No.
A.J. Brown.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Not a
Wow,
chance.
you getting 3 touches this week.
Not a chance. Case 1.
Case 1. Jay Jettis.
You always put somebody good in case 1.
No, I do not. Last round it
It was
was.
Gibbs.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Case 9.
Case 9.
Nice.
Puka Nakua.
Nice.
We're on a bit of a streak.
Nice.
This is the second one?
Case 3. Or yeah. Never mind. Yeah. It's your offer time. I forgot.
My offer time. Let's see, what can I work with?
I don't think it can get much worse.
Okay, I got you. Got you someone you're going to have faith in.
Insane.
I think you've given it to me, but I don't think I've ever offered it to you. We're going an either or. Romo Dunes or DK Metcalf. A bit of a rivalry game. Pittsburgh currently ranked 32nd. Defense, trust me, unfortunately I would know. A-Rod, Kirk Rogers against the Bears.
I'm going to say no deal.
Playing on.
I don't hate Darnell Mooney this week. I really don't. He was Kirk Cousins' favorite target last year. He had almost 1,000 yards, like 7 touchdowns. Coach said he expects Mooney to have a target increase this week, obviously, with no Drake London. I don't hate Darnell Mooney, so we're going to ride out.
Okay. Prime time is the only way of competing with. I forget who they play now. But
Yeah. I'm going to eliminate case 3. I said it beforehand. I'm going to stick with it.
Case 3 is a sign. George Pickens.
That's okay. He's not going to have a week like last week. No way Vegas lets him do it again.
Oh, no, this isn't CD Lamb probably gets in the end zone.
I mean, he scored last week. CD did.
Oh, yeah.
Case 2.
Case 2. Darnell Mooney.
That's kind of who I preferred, so. I'll just keep 7. It is what it is. Ted and Jameson is what it is.
And Jameson, we're at 7.
Yeah.
Sticking with the 6-7 trend.
See what it gets me. I'll take it.
Ted McMillan.
He had a fantastic week last week, so we'll take it.
All right, we're going to see if the power of 6-7 has unlocked something special for Trav this week as we got JT and maybe something special for primetime that we aren't expecting in the Ted McMillan.
Absolutely.
Power of 6-7.
We'll see what happens, baby. Ted McMillan, 6'7", and almost rhymes. Love to see it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to start
Jonathan
things
Taylor
over.
is the MVP, 6-7. No, almost identical. Put it in the Dr. Seuss book.
See? All I'm saying is somebody's honest. All right, slide things over to John's games real quick. Give us a short minute to set them up. We'll be right back.
All right, ladies and gents.
Welcome back. Time to close things or start things in John's rounds with his running back round to see who he matches up with me in my game with Jonathan Taylor and Ted McMillan. Let's see who John ends his running back round with. Select a case.
Give me case 2.
Case 2 is yours. Eliminate a few of them. No peek.
5.
Case 5. Wow, Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah.
Great start. All right.
9.
Case 9. Wow. Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Let's close it out.
You might as well take Bijan,
Give me
baby.
case 4.
This might as well be Bijan. Aaron Jones. Wow. That was better.
That's what you want to call it.
Rough start for you, boy.
Something like that.
It's okay. Listen, you can always bounce back.
Well, I'm treading the waters.
It's not over yet.
I know who I want.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Do you indeed?
I do. I want Cam Little, the kicker from the Jaguars.
Oh, yeah? I'll offer it to you right now. You take it.
Oh, I'm slamming that.
Listen, no way it happens 2 weeks in a row, right? I'm going to offer you Mr. Ashton Genty.
No way. He goes for 7 yards. All
2 weeks in a row.
7 yards. One prop. One prop.
Does he do it again?
I still got a bad taste in my mouth.
All right, no deal.
Let's keep going.
Give me 2 more.
Case 8.
Case 8. Sean Tucker. There you go.
Okay. Case 1.
Case 1. Kyron Williams.
Yep.
Hey, Bijan's still there. It's not over yet. Not bad. Let's see. Okay, I got something right there. Shabby with selection here. I'll give you a guy. That's the bell cow. In a big game this week. Giving us some Javonte Williams.
Cowboys, big game.
Going against the Eagles this week.
You know what? Let's play it out for the vibes.
No deal. All right.
The conference game.
Eliminate 2 more.
Case 3.
Case 3. Chase Brown. Well, there goes your prediction.
Perfect.
No bees on you. Oh, you
Case
left
7.
it on the board.
Case 7. Gotta eliminate one of them.
Travion Henderson.
It's Travion, so I'm left with the better of the two.
Swift or Bijan? 2 or 6? What we thinking?
Case 2.
You're going to keep case 2?
Keep it.
Alright. Let's see who you select here. Case number 2. Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice little bounce back action. Case number 6 was indeed DeAndre Swift. Alright, there you go. We got a nice running back matchup this week. Jonathan Taylor versus Bijan Robinson.
That should be spicy.
Should be fun. You like to see that.
All right, now let's make Tet and Christian Watson compete, baby.
We're going to slide things over to the wide receiver round real quick. Give us just a few minutes. We'll be right back.
All right, ladies and gents. Final round of Deal or No Deal.
Absolutely. John in his running back round with Bijan Robinson. Let's see what wide receiver he pairs with him for this week. Let's get it underway.
Case 8.
Case 8. Yours.
4.
Case 4. JSN.
Good start.
All right.
Case 9.
Case 9. T. Higgins.
Okay.
One more.
Case 2.
Case 2. George Pickens.
Been worse, I guess.
Yeah,
Could have been better.
definitely could have been a little bit of both. Let's see.
A little bit of pain.
Alright. Let's see. Big matchup this week. I'm gonna offer you Mr. Michael Pittman,
Oh.
wide receiver 1 for the Indianapolis Colts. Daniel Jones' second favorite target.
The biggest game of the season this week.
Big facts.
Let's keep it going. Why not?
All right. Give me 2 more.
Case 6.
Case 6. Justin Jefferson.
Yup. I'm talking about Christian Watson's right there for the taking, baby. Case 1.
Case 1. Darnell Mooney.
It's right here.
You know what you about to call it. Oh, yeah.
Look. I'm saying.
If the trends continue.
You said it last. The trends have been trending.
I'm telling you.
Did you see the Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua match? The face off?
Drake looks scared.
I would be too. You're 2 foot shorter.
Bro, I was checking the odds earlier. Anthony Joshua to win in round 1. It's plus 180. Insane.
Oh,
I'll
God.
offer you your boy, DK Metcalf. It's either Puka, we have a tie, or Jameson or Watson. Are you shaking my hand?
Aaron Rodgers against the Browns. He probably gonna hit Darnell Washington
The
like 12
Bears?
times. That's in the Browns. Yeah.
Oh, is it a Bears?
Aaron Rodgers against the Bears.
All right, we got a deal, baby. Jonathan ends his game, wide receiver round, with Mr. DK Metcalf. Got Perk Rogers throwing him the ball this week.
Ooh-wee.
Going up against the Bears.
That man's going to be 75 on his deathbed saying the Bears.
All right, let's see how it would have played out.
7.
7. Christian Watson.
Aww. I would have cried real tears.
One more.
Case 5.
Case 5. Ted McMillan.
We would have tied.
It was Jamison Williams or Puka Nakua.
I just stuck with it.
You would have stuck with 8.
Stuck with 8.
You would have had.
Who's gonna go?
Puka Nakua.
Look, who the trend would have been trending that way. I just didn't see it.
Wow. The one trend you didn't notice. And Jamison Williams was in case 3. Yep, there he is. There's Williams. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Deal or no deal for this week's competition. It is Jonathan Taylor and Ted McMillan versus Bijan Robinson and DK Metcalf.
What a matchup.
Not too shabby. Should be a fun little matchup this week. Should be close, hopefully, as long as Perk Rogers don't throw 4 touchdowns to DK Metcalf. Running back matchup is nice, and DK and Ted McMillan are a closer matchup, so we'll see how it plays out.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, that is all we had planned for this week's episode. As you guys know, we usually end on Deal or No Deal. We have gone through all of our topics for this week. We're praying for some Kyle Schwarber news coming in the next 7 days. If not, I believe we will be live next Friday. I know it's Thanksgiving week, the day before,
I think so.
but I think we should be.
Depending on plans changing and all that, we'll all figure it out. I know everybody's got holidays coming up.
Absolutely.
But that means the first thing you should do right now, make sure you're on our Facebook, following our Facebook. Once you're doing that, go to the link tree in our bio, follow all our other social medias. Make sure you got us followed on all the audio platforms so you can hear when the podcast version comes out. Make sure you got us subscribed on YouTube so you can see the video version when it's re-uploaded. Make sure you subscribe to our Winnable at WINIBLE.com/Travis Jon Show.
Absolutely.
And I think you're set up for a pretty good week ahead of yourself until we're back.
Absolutely. Everything John just said, make sure to check out the link tree. Facebook is source number 1 though, so if any plan change or anything in the next 7 days happens, that'll be your first source. So make sure to follow here on the Facebook. If you're over on the TikTok, come on over to the Facebook.
We appreciate everybody that's reached out, commented, interacted in any way over the past week since we've been live. We like to say it every week and thank everybody that's been a part of the Travis and Jon Show journey. We hope more people join along for the next week.
Absolutely. A very quick shout out to Sweetest Celestial. She's been a huge partner for us over the last couple of months. We really appreciate her and everything she does for us. So go check her out. She has the best candied fruits and just desserts and treats in general in our area, Richmond, Indiana area. So make sure you go check her out. Our Facebook is somewhere on our page. So if you just scroll through our page, you'll find it, or just search up Sweetest Celestial.
Absolutely. You've seen her logo down at the bottom of our live this whole video.
Absolutely. So make sure you go check her out. Other than that, we appreciate all the love and support. I know we will not see you guys before Thanksgiving, so for a live in-person, happy Thanksgiving to all of our viewers out there. We'll probably have a post out or some sort of that nature. But we definitely keep you guys updated for next Friday. We should be good to go as long as plans don't change, like John said. So we hope to see you guys back here next Friday. I think that's it. Anything else?
I think that's everything.
All right. As always,
It's been the Travis and Jon Show
live
on TikTok Live
and
Facebook Live.
peace out, everybody. Have a great weekend.